Most robots die in the real world. They freeze in the cold, they choke on dust, they flip over on a simple curb, turning into a $50,000 paperweight. But what if a new machine just erased the concept of terrain entirely? What if a robot could run through a fire at 5 meters per second, climb a 2-inch wall, and then switch to wheels to chase a human suspect down a highway? DEEP Robotics just dropped the Lynx M20S, and buried in its specs is a dirty secret about why the US military and European power grids are silently placing orders. Stick around to the 6-minute mark to find out the one feature that makes every other industrial robot obsolete. You're watching AI Grid Lab. We don't do fluff, we hunt the signal through the noise. Let's dive into the future. For 5 years, the robotics industry has suffered a painful compromise. You had legs, great for stairs but terrible for speed and battery life. Or you had wheels, fast and efficient but useless the moment the pavement ends. DEEP Robotics just lit a match to that compromise. Meet the Lynx M20S. This isn't a dog with wheels glued on, this is a hybrid biomechanical platform. When it hits a flat stretch, it rolls at an unprecedented 5 meters per second. But when it hits a collapsed staircase or a flooded drainage pipe, the algorithms switch. The wheels lock, the joints hyperextend, and it starts walking with a gait called front elbow, rear knee. It squeezes through a 50-centimeter wide corridor, then instantly stands up to clear an 80-centimeter wall. Here's my take on why this matters. We aren't looking at a robot. We are looking at the first form factor that can replace a human in a hazmat suit. But speed is cheap. You can buy a drone for speed. The real question is whether it can survive the graveyard shift. Most ruggedized robots have a dirty little secret. They work in a lab at 72 degrees. Take them to a Texas summer or a Minnesota winter, and the servos melt or the grease freezes. DEEP Robotics engineered the Lynx for extremes. We are talking IP66 dust and water resistance. But look closer at the spec sheet. The operating temperature ranges from -20 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius. That is -4 to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. And because this is built for industrial hellscapes, it carries dual 9.6 line LiDARs, which is military-grade perception. It doesn't just see the obstacle, it predicts the friction of the mud under its wheels. But here is the retention point you need to hear. While Unitree's B2 is great for tricks, the Lynx carries a 15-kilogram payload for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours of dragging rescue gear through a chemical spill. That is a shift, not a demo. So who is actually buying this? And why should a viewer in Chicago or London care? Because the labor gap is becoming a chasm. In the US alone, there are thousands of confined space inspections that humans legally cannot perform anymore due to safety laws. The Lynx replaces the human in the high-risk zone. For power plants, it climbs stairs that rovers cannot. For emergency response, it maps a rubble pile faster than a drone can navigate the turbulence. But watch this feature, because this is the game changer. Hot swappable batteries. While Boston Dynamics requires a teardown to change juice, the Lynx swaps power in seconds. It also has a dual processor architecture running 2 separate OS instances, one for locomotion and one for the AI mission model. We promised you a secret at the 6-minute mark. Here it is. The industry is missing a huge detail here. Look at the interface specs, OTA upgrades and RF image transmission. DEEP Robotics isn't selling a robot, they are selling a fleet. The Lynx M20S is designed for autonomous docking. It can find a charging station, refuel itself, and resume patrol. For the US Department of Defense or a European utility company, this isn't just a tool, it is a sentinel. While others are building pets, DEEP Robotics has built the first autonomous security guard that doesn't need a paycheck, doesn't need a bathroom break, and will walk through a fire to stop a leak. To be fair, it's not a silver bullet. At 33 kilograms or about 73 pounds, it is portable by one person, but that is heavy for a tactical vest carry. And the estimated price tag of over $75,000 puts it out of reach for your average developer. This isn't for the hobbyist. This is for the Pentagon budget. Also, the operating max speed is locked to 2 meters per second for safety reasons. The lab speed of 5 meters per second is terrifyingly aggressive. So the question isn't whether it can do the job. The question is, when this machine takes over disaster response, what happens to the human rescue teams? Do they become drone pilots, or do they become obsolete? The era of fragile, slow robots is over. DEEP Robotics just proved that the hardware has finally caught up to the AI. The Lynx M20S is the first machine that looks at a disaster zone and sees terrain, not an obstacle course. But I want to hear your take. Is this the end of manual labor in high-risk US industries? Or just a Silicon Valley pipe dream? If a $75,000 robot can do the job of a $150,000 per year lineman, what happens next? Tell us in the comments. And don't let the algorithm bury you. Hit subscribe to AI Grid Lab for your daily dose of the future. We'll see you in the next breakthrough.